There is a site you need to be using to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency that you may not know about. Because I've been in cryptocurrency so long, I tend to assume things that aren't in play. And one of those things is that you know about Coinbase Pro. It's the sister site to Coinbase, but the fees are much cheaper and it has a lot more functionality. So today we're going to get into Coinbase Pro in depth, super long and exaggerated. I'm going to put timestamps in the description, so if you just need to know about a certain piece of Coinbase Pro, find it there. Stick around, let's get into it. Hey YouTube, it's Teddy Ewing, and today we're going to talk about Coinbase Pro. Those of you that have been with me for a while at The Real Teddy Talks, my sister channel, you know that I talk entrepreneurship, financial freedom, building generational wealth, and lately I've been talking a lot about cryptocurrency, even though I do focus on entrepreneurship, business building, etc. Today, for Coinbase Pro, we're going to go into what Coinbase Pro is, which it's the sister site to Coinbase. I highly recommend Coinbase.com if you're just getting started in cryptocurrency. You're not a big investor, so you're not on the investment platforms like Fidelity, Ameritrade, which used to be Scottrade, etc. So you don't know how to put in orders, and you don't know the difference between a market order and a limit order and a stop loss and things like that. So if you're just getting into investing, Coinbase.com is a perfect site for that. I have a referral link in the description box where you get $10 in Bitcoin, I get $10 in Bitcoin. But there's a benefit to Coinbase.com. You can get on there, you can get started, you can start buying your crypto, and once you feel comfortable, you can convert, and you can have both of them, to Coinbase Pro. Your login and credentials for Coinbase works on Coinbase Pro the same. The benefit of Coinbase Pro is you buy, sell, and trade crypto at a significantly reduced price. You have a lot more functionality, and your bank account that's linked up on Coinbase is linked up on Coinbase Pro. You can deposit money directly into Coinbase Pro, and you can transfer cryptocurrencies between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro quite easily. So I really only use Coinbase Pro unless I'm teaching my students about Coinbase.com. Then I go into Coinbase and I do that. But Coinbase Pro is where I buy a lot of crypto and send it to various platforms and places. So I think that's it. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, certified financial advisor, even though my experience, my master's degree is in finance. I am not your certified financial planner. So take everything that I say as my personal advice and things I do, and make sure you consult a CPA, certified financial planner, certified investment agent for your investment needs. Let's get into Coinbase Pro. I use my Coinbase.com credentials to log into Coinbase Pro. It defaults and takes me to this trade view window. Normally for the market pair, it actually shows up with Matic and BTC. I don't know why. I don't know why it defaults to Matic. Maybe it's some preset thing, but I don't use Matic a lot. I guess I do buy it, but that's not what I would prefer to default to, but whatever. So we're going to get into this screen in a little while, but I'm going to take you through some other tabs so you can see what's going on here. So you have let's go to the portfolio. The portfolio is going to show you what's sitting in your Coinbase Pro account. If you're just starting Coinbase Pro, you probably won't have anything sitting in it, of course. But even if you have a lot of currencies you're holding or money that you're holding on Coinbase.com, it will not show up here. However, you do have this deposit function. You click that deposit tab, and it'll show you, just say you want to deposit Cardano because you have a lot of Cardano sitting on Coinbase.com. Right here is your option to transfer from Coinbase.com. So if you want to deposit ADA or Cardano from your Coinbase account because you have a lot of it there, you can just click that button and it'll take you there. You can also deposit from a different exchange outside of Coinbase or Coinbase Pro and deposit it in here. So that's how you get your currencies from Coinbase.com to Coinbase Pro. The same works for if you wanted to deposit Bitcoin, for instance. You would do the same thing. Come from any address outside of the Coinbase platforms, the two of them, or directly from Coinbase.com. Now, just say you want to get some US cash and you want to get your money in there. You do the same thing. You click deposit and you say, I want to deposit US dollars. Here, it's going to give you a few more options. You can deposit from your bank account. And again, if you have a bank account that's already linked up with Coinbase.com, the sister site, it will read here on Coinbase Pro. There's nothing additional you have to do. You can do a wire transfer and it tells you what the fee is. Or if I have US dollars, fiat sitting in Coinbase.com. Fiat can be your British pound, your euro, your yuan, your yen, whatever nationality and whatever fiat currency you're using. You can transfer that money directly from Coinbase.com for free. So for free, if it's sitting there, transfer it directly from Coinbase.com. It'll be available immediately. Now for the bank account, when you're depositing directly from your bank account, for me, and I don't know if it's because I've had my account so long and I've been trading a lot, the money I trade is available instantly. Meaning, if I deposit $1,000 into my account right now, I can then turn around and immediately buy cryptocurrency with it. However, I cannot withdraw that money that's still kind of in that transfer phase and pending out of this account. So if I buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin today, right after I transfer that money in, I cannot then send that Bitcoin outside of Coinbase Pro or Coinbase.com until that transfer reconciles. So it's usually 2 to 4 days for me. And it gives you a warning saying this money will not be available to transfer out or for withdrawal for 4 days. So you know that when you buy it. So I can buy crypto, like if it's a big dip, like today's market is, I can buy it immediately. It's not holding me from buying it, but it won't let me transfer it out until my check clears, all right? And the same thing works with the withdrawal function. If I want to withdraw these currencies into my Coinbase.com account for some reason, or if I want to withdraw these currencies out of this account into another one, you can do it the same way with the deposit function. So that is how you get your fiat in there. That's how you get crypto in there, etc. This view is just showing you what your balances are. And it'll show your historical deposits and withdrawals here as well, and your portfolio value. That includes all of your fiat currency you may have in there, and as well as all of your cryptocurrencies. As I've said in my previous videos on the Real Teddy Talks, my sister site, I don't like to keep too much crypto sitting in my exchanges. I like to pull those out and put them on my ledger, most specifically my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, and maybe my Binance sitting on Binance.com or like on my other swap wallets. The other ones, I like to accumulate at least $500 to $1,000 before I transfer it off. So that's my Anchor, my Cardano, my Polkadot. So those can sit on there before I transfer it out. And when we have a red day like it is today, let me step out of here real quick and go into CoinMarketCap, which I look at daily. Everything is on sale. Everything is bright red. There's all this blood on the street, and that's a good day to buy. I mean, Bitcoin fell below 30,000. Ethereum's at 1,700. I mean, this is a great buy day. But that's a whole nother video. I don't want to get off track. All right, so that's my portfolio. That's my holdings. Let's see here. Oh, I also have the option to create a different portfolio. So just say I want to have my primary portfolio, and that's my Bitcoin and my Ethereum, my riders, okay? I can create a portfolio and call it primary, riders, hold'em, hodl, whatever I want to call it, and I can create it there and it'll be sitting there if you want to separate where your holdings are. All right, let's go into orders. No, actually, I'm going to skip orders. Let's go into trade because trade has the bulk of what we're going to be doing. And this what makes Coinbase Pro different and special from Coinbase.com. The 3 features, at least, that you get on Coinbase Pro that you don't get on Coinbase.com is the ability to buy a limit order. When you place an order on Coinbase.com, it's always going to be a market order, and it's always going to be at a significantly higher fee. And it's going to be at a significantly higher fee, which is up to 0.5% interest. In Coinbase Pro, however, you can pay anywhere as little as no interest fee, up to 0.5% interest. So on Coinbase, you wanted to buy an Ethereum, you might pay, I don't want to use Ethereum. just even buy $100 of Cardano. I think the fee I paid on there when I was doing an example for my class was $1.99. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it was 99 cents. But on here, if I wanted to buy, let's just see what it would look like. Let's do Cardano, ADA to US dollar. That's the pair I want to choose because I have US dollars in here. I want to accumulate ADA. I want to buy it. I'm going to do a market order. Just say I wanted to buy, ADA is sitting at like $1.10. Where are we at? Oh, $1.02. It's at $1.02. So if I want to buy $100 worth of ADA, that would cost me 50 cents. All right. So it's at least half of what it would cost me on Coinbase.com, if not more than half. So if you're going to make a lot of purchases and be trading a lot, it behooves you to learn how to use Coinbase Pro. All right, so let's get in. So you saw that I changed, that's the first thing over here on the left is the pair. And the pairs are what am I buying and what am I using to buy it. The first symbol is what I'm buying. The second symbol is what I'm using to buy it. If I have Ethereum in my wallet and I want to use Ethereum to buy Cardano, then I'm going to look for the Ethereum pair, ADA Ethereum. Then when it loads, it's going to say I have 0.26 Ethereum sitting in this wallet or in this exchange, and I want to buy ADA. So it's going to use my Ethereum to buy ADA. Or if I wanted to sell ADA, I would sell my ADA into Ethereum. That is what these market pairs mean. And you change it by clicking this drop down. Moving over, let's go back to US dollars just so we can keep it simple. And the reason I'm using ADA, guys, is because it's inexpensive right now. I mean, it's always pretty inexpensive comparative to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are my favorites. I don't like dealing in big numbers like 30,000 or 2,000 when I can deal in something that's close to $1 because it's easier to wrap your head around and probably a lot more accessible for those of you just getting started in cryptocurrency. Let's keep it real. So Cardano is sitting at $1.02 US dollars. It's telling me my last trade price right here. In the last 24 hours, and that's why I didn't know what it was, because yesterday, I think it was like $1.10, it's dropped 11%. Let me segue really quick. The market is going down. Yes, I understand that. On CoinMarketCap, it's showing me that the market, let me make sure this is refreshed. It's showing that the market in general, the total cryptocurrency market has decreased almost 6.5% in the last day. Are we exiting the bull run? I don't know. All right. This could be just a dip in the market, like a correction, or it could be us entering a bear market or just like leveling out. I don't know. I believe in crypto. I'm going to keep buying. A red day is a sale day for me, and I like to buy on sale days. All right. But I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum almost anytime. Back to the regular scheduled programming. So I know it's a down day. That doesn't deter me from buying crypto personally. I'm not your advisor. I'm telling you what I do. In the last 24 hours, there's been 79 million ADA Cardano that has exchanged hands. That's that number there. All right, over here on the left, we're showing the order book. The red numbers indicate sell orders pending, meaning someone's placed an order, they have not been filled. The green represents a buy order. Those are people that want to buy Cardano. And that's everyone on Coinbase that wants to make these orders. They're sitting out here. And that's why these numbers are constantly changing, okay? Right here in the middle, we have our price chart. It defaults to a candlestick chart so you can see the buy dumps and the sell dumps as well. So it's showing you all of these in these candlestick charts. If you don't understand candlestick charts and it's kind of confusing to you, that's okay. Just change it to a line graph. I like line graphs. I was good at line graphs in school, so I like to see it a little better. But it's showing you the extremity of the buy and sell orders of Cardano. This is this goes back to April. Mid-April till now. So it's like, 2-3 months? And you can change that view by moving it over to the left or right. If you want to see something that happened in excess of 3 months ago, you just drag it over or move it over that way. Over here, these numbers. The O is an open orders. The H is the high. The L is the low. And that's for the last 24 hours. And the C is the open closing price. You have your open price, closing price, and the V is the volume. All right. So that's what those mean. So this column on the far right is representing trades. As you can see, there's a fair amount of buys and sells in the last, what is this, like 30, oh no, this is a few minutes. So this is 52. So this is the last 7 minutes on Coinbase. There's a lot of orders that are taking place. So in the middle, you can see the depth chart. The depth chart is confusing to a lot of people, and I understand why, but let me explain it to you and break it down. On the left side, it's showing you what's available to sell. On the right side in red, it's showing you what's available to buy. So on the left, the lower numbers are going to show you a higher dollar value that's lower on the chart, available to sell in these chunks, all right? The number is going to keep changing, but right now, if I catch it, it's saying at $1.03, you can sell 70,000 ADA at $1.03. If I move up higher into the depth chart, it's showing that there's even more, 1.9, almost 2 million available to sell at $1.01. So the higher lots are available at a cheaper price, all right? And that's how these orders are filled, and the opposite is the same on the right side of the chart. I don't want you to get caught up in that because it doesn't matter right now. And at the bottom, it's going to show you orders that have been filled and open orders. The other day, I was showing some students in my class how to set a limit order. So I set a limit order at a price for Cardano that was really cheaper than where it was at that time, $1.37. By the time, Cardano was sitting like at $1.50. And look at that. It sold all on its own. I didn't even come back in here and look at it. And there it was. All right, now back to the right side. This is my pair, ADA and US dollars. It's showing me I have 2,300 US dollars available to buy ADA. And I have 268 ADA available to sell into US dollars if that's what I want to do. And again, it'll let me deposit and withdraw. We're going to skip that part and go down to the order form. So suppose it's a sale day, there's a lot of red on the street. I want to buy some Cardano. I have the option to buy it at the market price, all right? That means it's going to execute almost immediately at whatever price the market accepts, which will usually be around this mid-market price, which is currently $1.04. So if I want to buy it, I don't want to wait. I'm not trying to fiddle with time and setting limit orders. I can do that. In here, I can say I want to buy $10 worth of Cardano. It's going to charge me 5 cents to make that purchase. And that means it's going to buy me 9.6 ADA. I would click place buy order and it would execute relatively quickly. Same for sell. If I want to sell at the market order, I'm going to sell it at the market price. I'm going to say how much I want to sell of my 268 sitting in there. If I want to sell 50 of them, it's going to charge me 26 cents US dollars to do that, giving me a total of $51. All right. But here's the beauty of Coinbase Pro over Coinbase. Not just the fee, right? So the fee was significantly reduced on Coinbase Pro. But if I want to sell a limit order, and what a limit order or a limit sell means is I want to buy Cardano, right? It's sitting at a mid-market price of $1.04 and some change. But I say to myself, the market's down. I think it's going to go down more. So I want to I want to buy Cardano, and I want to buy 50 Cardano. Let's do 100, because I like round numbers. If I'm going to buy 100 Cardano, but I only want to pay $1 even. Okay, so what's going to happen is this sale will not execute unless Cardano falls to $1. And then when it falls to $1, if there are 100 ADA available to buy, it will execute that order for me. It's going to charge me 50 cents to do that, and that's going to cost me $100.50. $100 for 100 ADA at $1 and then 50-cent fee. If Cardano never falls to $1, this order will not execute, all right? And it also gives me an option here in this advanced drop down. I can say I want this to sit out here forever, good until canceled. So until I click the cancel button, this order will sit out here, all right? I can also say good till a time, good for 1 minute, good for an hour, or good for a 24-hour period. Remember cryptocurrency, you can buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency 24/7. So unlike the market where you say good for 1 day, the stock market, it's only going to be good from 9 a.m. Eastern to I think 4 p.m. Eastern. That's it. If it doesn't execute by 4 p.m., the sale closes. But For cryptocurrency, if I want to make it good for a whole day, then it's going to be good for a 24-hour period from the time I posted that order. And then another option, you have good till cancel, good till time. Then you have immediate or cancels. That means as soon as I hit this buy order button, it's going to execute immediately or not. And then the order cancels itself out. So that is just several of the beautiful features of setting a limit buy order. You set the price, you set how much you want, and you even set what the enforcement policy is for how long you want it to do. If this doesn't drop to $1 in the next hour, then I want the sale to cancel. Beautiful. That's a great strategy when it comes to accumulating cryptocurrency, which I strongly believe you pick some coins you like and work on accumulation. All right, the same goes for the limit sell. Just say I'm holding onto Cardano and just say it was a green day and not a red day. So just say I bought in at Cardano at $1 and I want to sell it if it gets to $1.75. Today is not the day for that, believe me. But if I was going to be patient enough and wait till the market rebounds or we enter another bull market, whenever that may be, I can say I want to sell 100 of my Cardano, but I'm only going to sell it if it hits $1.75, all right? And I don't want to do immediate or cancel because that's not likely to happen. So I would just say good till canceled. So the bad part about good till canceled is it's easy to forget about it, right? So just say the market's rebounding, we're entering another bull cycle or whatever may happen, and Cardano's predicted to go up to $3, right? I'm like, oh, I'm going to make money. I'm holding 1,000 Cardano. Great. But I forgot a month ago, I put in a sell order $1.75 for, 500 of my ADA. So that's going to sell, it's going to do it automatically if it hits that amount. So if in my head, it's going to go to $3. I forgot to have the sell order out here, this limit sell order. It's going to execute and I won't make as much money as I thought I would. So use these cautiously, especially the good till canceled one. Always set a time limit to make yourself feel better. And you should be actively managing your portfolio. So you really shouldn't just let the stuff be, plug and play like that. Another feature of Coinbase Pro is a stop. If you want to do a stop loss, just say I bought in at Cardano at $1.50. And for some reason, I don't believe in crypto and I don't believe in Cardano anymore. So I want to stop loss sell. Just say I don't want Cardano to drop below 75 cents, all right? And if it drops to 75 cents, then I'm going to sell half of my holding. I'm going to sell 180A. And then that's my stop price and then my limit price. Let's do that same. All right, so if I don't want to lose money and I'm afraid it's just going to fall to the floor because I purchased a crappy coin, which on Coinbase Pro, you won't find too many, they're called shit coins, but you're not going to find too many really crap coins on Coinbase Pro. I'm saying that in general, and that's probably not true, but overall, you're not going to buy like a Shiba Inu on Coinbase yet. I think it'll end up there, but I don't know. Forget that example because who knows what cryptocurrency is going to do. But if I want to save my losses, I can put in a stop price so that I don't lose my shirt. But remember, when you sell cryptocurrency at a loss, you've locked in your loss. If you hold it because you purchased a coin you think has some potential, it can go back up and rebound. All right. That's that. That's the buy, the market buy. That's the market sell. Limits, stop losses, all of that is in there. So it's a lot of functionality. I recommend you use it. If you're using Coinbase.com, I recommend that you give Coinbase Pro a chance so that you can save on the fees and really start having more control over your cryptocurrency purchases. The final tab I wanted to show you was the orders tab. If I had an order sitting out there and it was waiting to be filled, I would see it here. If I want to see the orders I recently filled, they're going to be there. And then if I want to see the fees I paid over time, it's going to be in this tab. So that is what you have. Also, if you do your drop down over here, you can get a printout of your not taxes statement, but it's going to show you the crypto that you bought and sold over time. So when you're filing your taxes and you're preparing to claim your losses or your capital gains, you can do that in there as well. And you can also do that on Coinbase.com. And I think that's it. I thought this video was going to be so much longer, but it really wasn't. So I hope I've given you the overview of what you need on Coinbase Pro, and I've encouraged you to start using it if you haven't. People don't use Coinbase Pro because they think it's complicated, but hopefully I've uncomplicated it for you. And one of the best things to do when you find something complicated, let me make this window big now that I'm talking more, to uncomplicate things that appear to be complicated is just start using it. Start experimenting with it. Buy $10 worth of ADA. You saw that I did that at the bottom there. If you're not sure about it, buy $10 worth, see what happens, and see how you feel about it. Sell $10 worth. You're paying like 30 cents or 50 cents. And you got to pay to play. Because if you don't get used to doing it and experimenting with it, you're always going to be using these more, I wouldn't even say complex, these easier platforms like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, the swaps, Uniswap, PancakeSwap. But you're going to be paying higher gas fees, transfer fees to get your money over there, to get your crypto over there, and then you're doing it unnecessarily. Coinbase is a great platform. There's a website, it's coinbase.com/global. So if you're not in the US, you're not in the UK, and you want to see which countries Coinbase is available, they're all listed there. There's several countries that are on there that are available, and a lot of European countries as well. So it has a large platform. It's a great trading space, and it's my definite go-to. If the coin is available on Coinbase Pro, I like to use it. The only reason I go to stuff outside of Coinbase Pro is because it's not available. So that's when I start looking at Binance and Kraken and Gate.io and KuCoin and all these other ones. But if it's available on Coinbase Pro, that is where I buy it. All right, that is my encouragement for the day. Get in, get busy, use your credentials to sign in to Coinbase Pro after you have a Coinbase.com account. Use my link in the description box to get your $10 of Bitcoin if you haven't signed up for either yet. And go forth, carry on. Invest in yourself, just 1% a day to reach your exponential greatness. I wish you all the best. I'll see you in the next video.